He's good, man. Diamondbacks. He's Grayson. He's Michael. That's that. Then that's Michael. He's Richard. This is not Michelle. Come on, Mac. This is outfield. Outfield. Catcher. Outfield.
Hey, Tony! Bring the infield in. Daniel's here.
You ready?
And welcome everybody this morning to Jerevac Community Park for the Scripps Ranch MAPS Championship. These are the 7- and 8-year-olds in Little League who play in the MAPS League. That's the machine-assisted pitching. And we've got a dandy. We've got the American League champion. Who else? The Yankees. Taking on the National League champion, the Diamondbacks. The Yankees are the home team. They'll be wearing the blue jerseys and batting last. The Diamondbacks batting first, wearing the gray jerseys and the black pants. Let's give you the Diamondbacks lineup. First, leading off, Jimmy Sanders Cannon. He'll be starting in left center. Following him is Grayson Martin.
First base coach.
Corey Quick.
Thank you.
Then Hunter Hughes bats cleanup. Morgan Rabata bats fifth. Michael Alexander. Derek Price. Zach Rainier bats next. Kevin Stock. Griffin King. Nick Alvarez and Adam Tays. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled off, strike one. In the MAPS League, the players get 5 pitches from the machine. If they foul off the 5th and final pitch, they do get a 6th pitch. There's a drive into center, coming on and taking on a hop. They throw it into second base, and Jimmy Sanders Cannon is aboard with a single to center. Next up, Grayson Martin. Grayson Martin with a runner at board. He swings the first pitch, strike one. Hopefully, with the machine out there pitching, there's lots of strikes. These young batters have plenty to swing at and hit. Swing and a miss, strike two. Cole Korsh retrieving that from his catcher. And the third pitch. There's a line drive up the middle and another single. Fielded by number 9, Daniel Bondison. He gets it into the infield quickly. And there's 2 runners on and still nobody out here. And the next batter is the left-handed hitting Corey Quick. Corey looks at a ball. The next pitch coming up to Quick. Popped up. Fouled back. Off the backstop. 1-1. These two teams battled hard through the playoffs to get here. The Diamondbacks finished with a regular season record of 14-3. They were 3-1 in the playoffs. There's another foul. Back towards the dugout. And a ball and 2 strikes to Corey Quick. The Diamondbacks actually faltered in the playoffs only momentarily before rallying to beat the Padres 2 straight and take the National League Championship. There's a ground ball up the middle again. Bondison fields this one. They're going to wave one runner home. Martin goes on to third, and Corey Quick with an RBI single. So 1 run home here in the top half of the first. And it's Hunter Hughes for the swing and a miss. Hughes, one of the shortest members of the Diamondbacks, but batting in that cleanup position. And he hits a rope. The shortstop fields it. Up with it to second. Not in time. Safe. 1 run scores. Brian Sullivan gets it back to the infield. And Hunter Hughes is aboard on the fielder's choice. Grayson Martin scores. It's 2-0 Diamondbacks here in the first. Runners at first and third, and it's Morgan Rabada. Rabada swings and misses, strike 1. Tommy Montalvo, the second baseman, retrieves that errant toss.
Coach.
There's a chopper to the second baseman. Oh, and it gets through the hole. Run scores, and Hunter Hughes is going to go to third. Oh, he slides in safely, taking the extra base. And, yep, that ball was back in the infield. Hunter Hughes will have to return. But Morgan Ravana with a single to right. And another run scores. No, it's Michael Alexander. And Alexander with a little looper. Shortstop makes the catch. And there's out number 1. Number 4, Nick DiGiaco making the play there, doing a nice job, keeping the runners at first and second, and that'll bring up Derek Price. So there's 1 away now, with runners at first and second. The Diamondbacks jumping out to a quick 3-0 lead. And Derek Price looks at the first pitch. Doesn't like what he sees. He's got 4 more to choose from. He waits for the pitch. There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Jacko can't get the handle, goes to third, and he's out. And that'll bring up Zach Rainier. Oh, Rainier with a big cut at the first pitch. DiGiaco with a very nice play in the field there. The shortstop going to third for the short put out. And now there are 2 away. Still 2 runners on. And another swing and a miss by Zach Rainier. There's a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Up with it to first. Oh, he overthrew the bag. Everybody's going to be safe. And the runners will have to hold. Number 10, Adam Solomon, going up the ladder there. Couldn't get that toss from his third baseman, Tommy Montalvo. But he retrieved it quickly, got it back to the infield. And now with the bases loaded and 2 outs, that'll bring up Kevin Stock. Stock with a bouncing ball to the pitcher. Cole Korsch goes to the plate for the final out. And the side is retired. But not before they scored 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 2 errors. 3 men left. The Diamondbacks 3, the Yankees coming up. And we're back here for the bottom half of the first inning. Yankees leading off with a hard single to left. That's Cole Korsch. Knocking it past the third baseman for the Yankees' first hit. And there's one aboard here. Nobody out. That'll bring up Tommy Montalvo, number 3. Yankees were 15-2 on the season. 3-0 through the playoffs, winning the American League Championship. And there's a pop fly. Oh, just over the shortstop's head. Montalvo with a single to left. And the Yankees off to a terrific start. That'll bring up number 10, Adam Solomon. Shortstop Corey Quick just unable to make that play and pull it down. And now Solomon will come up with 2 on, nobody out. Solomon hits it down the third baseline. Hunter Hughes steps on third for the first out, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up the cleanup batter, number 4, Nick DiGiaco. DiGiaco, the shortstop, coming up with 2 on, 1 out. And DiGiaco fouls the first pitch away, strike 1. The head coach for the Yankees is Eric Korsch. His assistants are Mark Arnold and Tony Montalvo. The pitch to Jacko, foul back. Let's give you the rest of the Yankees lineup. Batting 5th is Curtis Arnold, number 7. After him is number 13, Patrick Coyle. Number 6, Hans Middlebrand. Then number 1, Brian Burgeon, the catcher. Number 11, Ryan Sullivan. Number 5, Trevor Davis. Derek Scallon and Daniel Bondison round out the lineup. There's a pop fly to the first baseman. Griffin makes the play. Everybody has to retreat. And there's 2 away. Two out now, and that'll bring on number 7, Curtis Arnold. Curtis Arnold looks at the first pitch inside, ball 1. Zach Rainier gets it back, and the second pitch on its way. Ground ball down to the shortstop. He goes to second for 1. No, can't make the play. 1 run will score. The runners will advance. And that ball gets away from Rainier. So Curtis on the error, and the score is now 3-1, Diamondbacks. Yankees getting on the board. Tommy Montalvo coming in to score on that play. Sullivan goes to third. Curtis aboard, that'll bring up Patrick Coyle. Patrick waits, and he swings. There's the ball down the third baseline. He goes to second for the out. Terrific play by Hunter Hughes. Coyle erased on the fielder's choice. And that's the end of the first inning with the score of the Diamondbacks 3, the Yankees 1. We'll be back with the second inning of play. And Griffin King to lead off the top of the second for the Diamondbacks. He fouls the first pitch back, strike one. Diamondbacks leading by a score of 3-1. They got 4 hits in the first inning, helped out by a couple of errors. There's a hard hit ball up the middle. That'll go for a single. And King is aboard. That'll bring up Nick Alvarez. Alvarez making his first plate appearance. Alvarez playing second base. And a big swing. Strike one. The head coach for the Diamondbacks is Jeff King. His assistants Paul Robata, Dave Martin, and the scorekeeper Jerry Sanders Cannon. There's a pop-up to the third baseman, and he makes the play, and Nick Alvarez with the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Adam Tays. Adam Tays up there with 1 on and 1 out here in the second inning. Oh, he fouls the first one at the plate, strike one. Brian Burgoon doing a nice job behind the plate for the Yankees. And the next pitch to Tays. Off the fists. Oh, Cole Course doing a nice job of fielding that in the air and nearly doubling off King, but King is safe at first, and that'll bring up the leadoff man, Jimmy Sanders Cannon. With 2 away and 1 out, Jimmy Sanders Cannon singled to center and scored the first run of the ball game. Swing and a miss, strike one. These two teams had tremendous seasons to get here, and now playing in the championship game of the Scripps Maps League. There's another single up the middle. Sanders Cannon with his second hit of the game. And now there's runners at first and second with 2 out. That'll bring up Grayson Martin. This is the World Series of the Scripps Maps League. Martin also singled to center his last at bat. He swings and misses, strike one. Like World Series everywhere, this championship matches the winners of the American League versus the winners of the National League for bragging rights for the year. These young men out there emulating their big league heroes. Who knows, we could see the big league Yankees and Diamondbacks in the World Series this season. There's another shot up the middle. Cole Korsch grabs it for out number 3, and the side is retired. So no runs, 2 hits, 2 left. At the end of 1.5 innings, it's still 3-1 Diamondbacks. Hans Middlebrand to lead off the bottom of the second for the Yankees. And he swings at the first pitch, strike one. Middlebrand, number 6, making his first plate appearance. Trying to get this Yankees lineup off to a start. Swings and misses. Strike two. The third offering to Middlebrand. Swings.
First base coach.
And remember, in the maps, these players get 5 pitches, regardless of balls and strikes. 5 swings to put the ball in play. And that one's fouled away by Middlebrand. So Middlebrand down to his last pitch. Trying to stay alive here with contact. There's a swing, and Middlebrand is down on strikes. That'll bring up number 9. Daniel Bondison. Bondison playing right center to start the game today. He's made a couple of nice defensive plays in the field. Now gets a chance at the plate with 1 away. The second pitch on its way to Bondison. There's a swing, and he's popped it up to the shortstop. Number 10, Corey Quick, making the put out, and there's 2 away here in the second inning. And that'll bring up the catcher, Brian Burgoon. Brian Burgoon, number 1. He's been solid behind the plate so far. Let's see what he does at the plate. Burgoon pops the first pitch up. Infielders charging, but that ball backing out of play. And the 1-strike pitch to Burgoon coming up. There's a ground ball to the pitcher. It gets by him to the second baseman. He can't field it cleanly, and I think that's going to go for a single. That ball was hit hard up the middle. An infield single for Burgoon. That'll bring up number 11, Ryan Sullivan. So Sullivan with 1 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Somebody else tried to squeeze in there, but it is indeed number 11, Ryan Sullivan, at the plate. After the confusion, coach has got everything cleared up. Now Sullivan steps in with a runner on first. Big swing, strike 1. Sullivan checks his coaches. Now waits the second pitch, and another swing. Strike on the second pitch. The third pitch to Sullivan on its way. Hit hard down the third base line. Third baseman up with it, over to second. Not in time. Oh, they got him off second. Oh, Alvarez diving back to the bag. But Burgoon is safe. Hunter Hughes made a nice play and just overthrew Alvarez, the second baseman. So an error to the third baseman, and that'll bring up number 5, Trevor Davis, with 2 away. Davis, number 5. His first trip to the plate. Swings to the first pitch and fouls it back. So Burgoon at second. Sullivan at first. 2 away, and Davis trying to keep the inning alive. There's another shot down the third base line. This time Hughes steps on the bag to record the third out of the inning. And the Yankees are gone. A hit, one error, two left on base. At the end of two complete innings of play, the Diamondbacks 3, the Yankees 1. And we're back here, the top of the third inning. Corey Quick leading off for the Diamondbacks. Quick singled to center in his last at bat. Also making some fine plays in the field at shortstop. And Quick awaiting the second pitch. Pops it back. Foul ball, and Quick to retrieve his bat and get back in the batter's box. The third pitch to Quick. Swing and a miss. Big swing. One of the nice things about having the machine-assisted pitching in this league is, as I mentioned earlier, these players get lots of strikes to swing at. Chance to put the ball in play. There's a shot down the left field line. It is fair. It drops in. Quick with a big turn at first. Almost daring the infielders to throw it in. Nick DiGiaco gets it in, however, and that will bring up Hunter Hughes. Hughes reached on a fielder's choice, and he hits it to the shortstop, DiGiaco. DiGiaco goes to second for one, and again Hughes reaches on a fielder's choice. Quick is erased, however, on the play. For the first out of the inning, that will bring up Morgan Rabada. Rabada with a hard smash. Right to the first base coach, who couldn't come up with it. We'll give the first base coach an error on that play. Rabada single to right his first time up, and he hits it to the first baseman. First baseman gets it, steps on the bag. That's Adam Sullivan, and there are two away here in the third. Hughes advances to second on the play. And that brings up Michael Alexander. Alexander, the left fielder. Alexander popped up to the shortstop his first time at bat. Trying to bring home Hughes here with two out. There's a hard ball hit to shortstop. DiGiaco up with it. Over to first base. Sullivan with the putout. And the Yankees with their best inning in the field. So no runs, a hit, no errors, one left at the end of 2.5 innings. It's the Diamondbacks 3, the Yankees 1. And to lead off in the bottom of the third, it's number 12, Derek Scallon. Derek Scallon making his first plate appearance here in the third. And Scallon swings to the second pitch. Coach Tony Montalvo cheering on his young charge from the first base coach's box. A swing and a miss by Scallon, and Scallon with two more pitches coming up. Another swing and a miss. Scallon taking some good cuts in there. just missing on that last pitch. And he fouls off the fifth pitch and stays alive. Good battle by the youngster up there. So Derek Scallon earns himself another pitch here and pops it up in towards the dugout. Out of play, and Scallon staying alive, really battling here in the bottom of the third. If it weren't a machine, I'd say he's wearing that pitcher out. Scallon now with a hard shot to the shortstop. Up with it, over to first base, and the put out. But Derek Scallon hit it hard. Corey Quick making a very nice play at short. Long throw across the diamond, and that'll bring up the leadoff man, number 8, Cole Korsch. Korsch single to left his first at bat, and he fouls off the first pitch, strike one. Fouling off the second pitch. Korsch just missing. Cole Korsch, of course, the son of head coach Eric Korsch, and he hits it on the ground to the second baseman. Oh, diving stop over to first in time for the out. Wow, what a play. Nick Alvarez. And they're 2 away. Here in the third, that'll bring up number 3, Tommy Montalvo. Montalvo singled to left his first time up and scored the Yankees' lone run way back in the first. There's a chopper to the shortstop. Over to first. Safe. Oh, and Griffin pulls up with it. Griffin King not able to come up with that. Tommy Montalvo goes to second on the air. That'll bring up number 10, Adam Solomon. Solomon reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Driving in the first run of the ball game. And he hammers it into left field. That gets by the left fielder. Backing it up is number 12, Jimmy Sanders Cannon. He gets it back in, and the Yankees score a run. It's now 3-2 Diamondbacks with Nick DiGiaco coming up. Nick DiGiaco, the shortstop. He grounded to first in his first at bat. He made a couple of outstanding plays at shortstop. Oh, he hits it right to the pitcher. The pitcher's got to hold on to it, and everybody's safe. Zach Rainier, the pitcher, fielding that on a bounce. Looked the runner back to second, and DiGiaco hustling down the first base line was safe. No play for Rainier. And with 2 on and 2 out, that will bring up Curtis Arnold. Arnold hits a long fly ball to left. It gets past the left fielder. It's into the infield with a triple. Curtis Arnold driving in 2 more runs with that big bomb to left. And the Yankees take a 4-3 lead. Jimmy Sanders Cannon doing a nice job of backing that play up and getting it back into the infield quickly and saving a 5th run. And Patrick Coyle is now up for the Yankees. Patrick Coyle hits it to the pitcher. He scoops it up over to first base in time for the out. And that's the end of it. But the Yankees come up with 3 runs on 2 hits, an error. There's 1 man left at the end of 3 complete innings of play. It's the Yankees 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. And we go to the top of the 4th. The Yankees leading 4-3 over the Diamondbacks here in the Scripps Ranch MAPS World Series. Leading off the 4th for the Diamondbacks, number 9, Derek Price. Price reached on a fielder's choice, his first at bat in the first inning. And he'll be stepping back in, trying to jumpstart this Diamondbacks attack. He looks at the first pitch and takes it all away. Here's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Oh, can't come up with it, and safe at first is Price. So Price reaches on the air to the shortstop, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Zach Rainier. Zach Rainier reached on an error in the first inning to keep that inning alive. And he pops this one up off the screen. Foul ball. Price running on contact. Both of these teams very well coached. Both these teams very solid defensively. Fouled again. Rainier a little bit out in front there. In a hurry to get to that pitch. These young batters very aggressive here in this league. And a line drive to the first baseman. Oh, and he makes the double play. Number 10, Adam Solomon, catching that line drive and then stepping in and doubling Derek Price off of first. Bang, bang, 2 away, and that'll bring up Kevin Stock. Second baseman up with it, and Stock is out. Number 3, Tommy Montalvo making the play, so no runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left. At the end of 3.5 innings, it's still the Yankees 4, the Diamondbacks 3. So in the Yankees half of the 4th inning, it'll be number 6, Hans Middlebrand, followed by Daniel Bondison and Brian Burgoon. Middlebrand, who struck out to lead off the second here, making his second plate appearance. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Hans Middlebrand. Well, a lot has changed in this game since Middlebrand's last plate appearance. Yankees rallied for 3 runs in the last inning to take the lead. And Middlebrand fouling it off hard and running on contact. And there's strike 2. Hans leans in over the plate. And he hits a rope to the shortstop. Number 10, Corey Quick, can't come up with it, and Middlebrand has himself a base hit. That'll bring up Daniel Bondison. Bonnison, ground out to the shortstop his first time up. He's got a runner at first. And they go to second base for the out. Collision there, but somehow Nick Alvarez hangs on for the putout. And Bonnison on the fielder's choice to the shortstop. That'll bring up Brian Burgoon. Burgoon with an infield hit in his first at bat. Up now with 1 out and 1 on. He hits a ground ball past the third baseman, single into left field. Back into the infield the ball comes, and the Yankees starting to rally here again in the fourth. That'll bring up number 11, Ryan Sullivan. Whistle Burgoon with his second hit of the ball game. Sullivan trying to keep this rally alive. Sullivan pops it up. Sullivan in his first at bat reached on an error by the third baseman and eventually was stranded at first base. Line drive to the shortstop. Can they double him off? No! Diving back is Daniel Bonnison, number 9, and he is safe at second, but there are now 2 away. And Trevor Davis is the batter. Davis, number 5. Grounded out to third on his first trip to the plate, and he swings and misses. Swings at the second pitch, and it's strike 2 to Davis. Trevor Davis with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the fourth, trying to keep this rally alive. Swing at the inside pitch, and Davis has 2 more shots at this. And we're going to have a timeout to adjust the pitching machine. We'll be back right after this stoppage of play. And after the pitching adjustment, Trevor Davis fouls one back. Two on, 2 out here in the fourth. And a line drive into left field. There's another base hit. They'll hold the runners. Let's see, they're gonna bring him home now. Was the ball back in the infield? And the runner must go back to third. Yes, I thought the ball was back in the infield in time. So Trevor Davis with a single to left to load the bases. And Derek Scallon here with the bases loaded in the fourth and a chance to bust this game wide open. Scallon in his last at bat battled tough before grounding out to the shortstop. It's a difficult play for Corey Quick, the shortstop, to make, but he did it. And Scallon swings the first pitch, strike 1. Bondison at third. Burgoon at second. Davis at first. And Derek Scallon trying to bring him home. And the pitch coming on to Scallon, and he hits it on the ground to the shortstop. The shortstop will keep it and make the play himself at second base, getting the force. And that's the end of the inning. So, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on at the end of, 3 hits in that last inning. At the end of 4 complete innings of play, the Yankees 4, the Diamondbacks 3. Leading off here in the top of the 5th for the Diamondbacks, Adam Tays. Adam Tays hits the first pitch to the second baseman. Up with it over to first. And for the out, Tommy Montalvo doing a nice job of gloving that hard grounder and throwing it to Suleiman for the out. That's Solomon, number 10. And, that was actually Griffin King grounding out to second. So my mistake there. Nick Alvarez, the second baseman, now up for the Diamondbacks. Alvarez, number 1, grounded to third in his last at bat. Alvarez trying to get the Diamondbacks going. He pops it up right in front of the plate, and will it stay fair? Yes, it's fair ball. Alvarez with a single in the infield that didn't go very far, but was terribly effective, and Alvarez showed you his speed there, hustling down the first base line. So an infield single, and that'll bring up Adam Tays. And Tays hits it on the ground to the third baseman. Tays hustling down the line. Alvarez is safe at second. Tays safe at first. And quickly, we've got a little Diamondbacks rally. Another infield single. That'll bring up Jimmy Sanders Cannon. Jimmy Sanders Cannon, the left center fielder. And he swings and misses the first pitch. Strike 1. One away here in the 5th. Diamondbacks at first and second. Fouled away by Sanders Cannon. Sanders Cannon has singled to center both times, and he scored the first run of the ball game to get this morning started off here in the Scripps Ranch Maps World Series. Popped it up again, foul. And boy, you see his speed out of the box. That's why he hits leadoff. So 3 foul pitches. And the umpire telling the coach to remind his leadoff hitter to drop the bat, not throw the bat. Don't want anybody to get hurt out here. The pitch to Sanders Cannon. Hit on the ground to the shortstop, to Jacko. He'll go to second base for 1, and that's all. He forced out Tays, and that will bring up Grayson Martin. So 2 out, 2 on here in the 5th. And the batter is Martin. 1 for 2 with a single to center. He also scored in that first inning. And he hits a line drive to the second baseman. Oh, he short hops it. Hustling. Can he get there in time? No. Safe at first base, and the runner scores. Well, that was a dying line drive that Tommy Montalvo, the second baseman, just couldn't quite come up with. And Grayson Martin showing his speed getting down the line. And an infield single. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Corey Quick, number 10. Corey Quick, the left-handed hitter, throws right and plays shortstop. He singled to center and singled to left, 2 for 2 on the day. Looks at another pitch. Doesn't like it. Takes a little cut outside the batter's box and then weighs back in. Still 2 away. Runners at first and second for Quick. We're all tied at 4 here in the 5th inning. Quick steps up, and he fouls that one back. That's the 3rd pitch to Quick. He's got 2 more offerings coming. With 2 outs, these runners will be off at the crack of the bat. And another foul back. And Corey Quick down to his 5th pitch. Quick trying to keep the inning alive. Pops it up. Another foul. And Quick really battling here. Grayson at first. And there's a shot up the middle. Sanders Cannon going around third. He'll score. Grayson on his way to third. And everybody is safe. Oh, the runners will have to go back. The ball was back in the infield quickly. Quick with a single to center, however, to load the bases. Actually, the run is going to count after the umpires consult. And time is called here. We're going to talk about this. No, the ball was not back in. Grayson on his way to third. No, they're going to make Grayson go back to second, but the run will count. And that will bring up number 11, Hunter Douglas. So Jimmy Sanders Cannon does score, and he puts his team back on top. Now pop up down the left field line, just foul. The Diamondbacks now storm back to take a 5-4 lead here in the 5th. Hunter Hughes, the third baseman up there. He hits a looper to the shortstop. DiGiaco makes the play, and the inning is over, but not before the Diamondbacks get 2 more runs on 4 more hits. At the end of 4.5 innings of play, the Diamondbacks 5, the Yankees 4. And we start the bottom of the 5th with a bang-bang play. Cole Korsch grounding out to the shortstop. Corey Quick for the first out. Very close play at first. And there's 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up number 3, the second baseman, Tommy Montalvo. There's a ground ball, also to the shortstop. Right through the legs, though. Quick can't come up with it. Sanders Cannon backing him up. And Montalvo is on for his 3rd time of the day. Previous lead reached on an error and singled to left, and that'll bring up Adam Solomon. Solomon, number 10, hit into a fielder's choice and doubled to left his last time up. Fouls the first pitch back. 1 strike. The Yankees trail 5-4 here in the bottom of the fifth. They've rallied once before. Let's see if they can do it again. Solomon, a hard smash to the third baseman. They throw to first, try to double him off. Can't come up with it. Griffin King brings it into the infield, and everybody's going to be... Let's see. So Solomon out on the line drive to the third baseman. Montalvo advances to second after the double play attempt went awry. That throw sailing past Griffin King. And there's a hard smash up the middle. Oh, what a great play by the shortstop. His throw not in time. And again, everybody's safe. Nick DiGiaco with an infield single. And that'll bring up Curtis Arnold with 2 outs and runners at first and third. Arnold reached on an error and then had a bomb of a triple to drive in 3 runs. This last time up, he pops it up. Charging hard is the third baseman. He can't make the play, and everybody's safe. A run scores on the play, and the Yankees have tied the ball game here at 5. Tommy Montalvo hustling in from third. Another infield single, and number 13, Patrick Coyle, will be the batter. Coyle reached on a fielder's choice and ground out to the pitcher in his previous 2 plate appearances. Now he comes up with 2 outs and 2 on. Coyle waiting for the first pitch. He hits a ground ball to the pitcher. They've got an easy play at third. And he's out. A long delay by the umpire, but the right call made as Hunter Hughes held onto it. So 1 run, 2 hits. No error, there was 1 error. And 2 men left on base at the end of 5 complete innings of play. It's the Diamondbacks 5, the Yankees 5 as we go to the 6th inning. So to lead off here in the top of the 6th inning, it's number 5, Morgan Rabada. And we're all tied at 5. The Yankees and the Diamondbacks here in the Scripps Ranch MAPS World Series. Twice the Diamondbacks have gone ahead. Twice the Yankees have rallied to come back. And Rabada hits the first pitch on the ground of the shortstop. Oh, it takes a funny hop. Goes right by DiGiaco, and everybody is safe. Well, Nick DiGiaco, the recipient of a really bad bounce there, and that's got to be a base hit for Rabada. And that'll bring up Michael Alexander, number 8. Alexander's grounded the shortstop twice today. This time he pops it up right behind second base. Second baseman Tommy Montalvo makes the play, and there's 1 away. That will bring up number 9, Derek Price. Derek Price has reached on a fielder's choice and on a shortstop error. Been on base both times. Trying to keep this inning alive for the Diamondbacks. Morgan Rabada getting set to lead off at first. Of course, leading off, just a figure of speech here in the MAPS League. The player's not allowed to leave the bag until contact has been made. There's a ball off the fists. The shortstop gobbles it up behind the bag, steps on the bag for 1. Can't make the play at first, however. That ball wasn't hit hard enough, and there are now 2 away. DeJacco doing a nice job at shortstop, gobbling that ball up. And that will bring on Zach Rainier. Zach Rainier reached on an error, got hit into a double play, and now he doubles down the left field line. Maybe triple, let's see. 1 run is definitely going to score. Rainier gets chased back to second with a double, and the Diamondbacks take the lead. Rabada. Zach Rainier with a big double to left to put his team up, and Kevin Stock, number 13, will come up. So here in the 6th, the Diamondbacks take their 3rd lead of the game. Line drive, the pitcher makes the play. That's Cole Korsch for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Diamondbacks get a run on 2 hits. No errors. 1 man left at the end of 5.5. It's the Diamondbacks 5. The Diamondbacks 6, the Yankees 5. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Diamondbacks leading the Yankees by a score of 6-5. Hans Middlebrand getting ready to lead off here in this inning. We're waiting for the catcher to get his gear on. Does he got it? Yeah, he's got it. Let's see. I don't know what kind of delay we'll have here. So after an adjustment to the pitching machine one more time, Middlebrand steps in. Here in the 6th. Big cut from Middlebrand, strike 1. Well, as you would expect in a World Series game, this one going right down to the wire. The Yankees trying to rally here in the bottom of the 6th. They trail 6-5. They've come from behind twice already today. Let's see what they can do here in the 6th. Middlebrand swings and misses at the 3rd pitch. Middlebrand with 2 more offerings to come. Battling tough up there at the plate right now. There's a line drive into center field. Base hit. Matt Middlebrand. They get it back into the infield quickly, and the catcher, that ball overthrown. And they finally get it back into Rabada. And he drops it. Boy, all kinds of trouble here with the Diamondbacks trying to hold the ball in the infield. Middlebrand, though, on with a solid single to center, and that'll bring up Daniel Bondison. Bondison out to the shortstop and reached on an error. Bondison hits a ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman goes to short for 1, and they're going to say he's safe at second base. And wait a minute, we've got conflicting calls over there. One umpire called him safe, the other one called him out. And who is the... Safe is the call. There's an infield single for Bondison. And that'll bring up Ryan Burgoon. Burgoon is 2 for 2. Having a great day at the plate so far. When he swings and misses at that one, strike 1. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 on, and Burgoon at the plate for the Yankees. Burgoon hits a line drive to the pitcher. They try to double him off of first, and there's 1 away. Nice play by Morgan Rabada, the pitcher, to record the first out of the inning. And there's 1 away. And with 2 on, that'll bring on number 11, Ryan Sullivan. Sullivan reached on an error and grounded out to the shortstop. 0 for 2 today, looking for his first hit, and this would be a great time. Hits it down the third base line. Third baseman up with it, steps on the bag, and there's out number 2. Hunter Hughes making the put out at third base, and 2 away. Trevor Davis now stepping in with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The Diamondbacks trying to close it out. Davis 1 for 2 tonight. He grounded out to the third baseman, singled to left and scored. The 4th, no. Yes, the 4th Yankee run. There's a ground ball up the middle. The pitcher can't come up with it. The second baseman can't come up with it. Everybody's safe, and the second baseman holds up the ball. Very good play to not throw it away. Alvarez when he couldn't reach it. And there's an infield single for Sullivan. And again, some controversy? No. Everybody is safe. The bases are loaded. And Derek Scallon, number 12, steps up. Scallon has grounded out to the shortstop twice today. Hit the ball hard both times. And with 2 outs and the bases loaded, his team trailing by a run, here is an opportunity for Scallon to be the hero. Scallon waiting for the pitch. Fouls away the first one. There was a good cut by the youngster. Davis at first. Off the fist. Diving catch by the third baseman, Hughes. And the Diamondbacks have won it. Oh, line drive snared off the shoe tops by Hunter Hughes. Derek Scallon, unfortunately, lining out to end the game. The Diamondbacks have won the Scripps Ranch Maps World Series 6-5 as they defeat the Yankees. What a game, right down to the wire. Six runs for the Diamondbacks, 5 for the Yankees. It went right down to the bottom of the 6th inning, and with bases loaded, third baseman Hunter Hughes made a diving snare of Derek Scallon's line drive to end the inning and the ball game and hand the Diamondbacks the Scripps Ranch Maps World Series title. I'm Jeff Scott. You've been watching a George Langevin video production from Jerebeck Community Park in Scripps Ranch. Again, the final score, the Diamondbacks 6, the Yankees 5.